So with that, my friends, we are going to get started right now. And to introduce our guest presenter for today's product overview, we've got none other than our CEO, Ron Williams. Ron, how are you doing today? We look forward to having you introduce Dr. Sunny.
You got it, Craig. How's it going, everybody, today? Happy afternoon. Good morning to those of you on the West Coast. So happy, so fun to be able to kick off and have a product conversation. And, you know, our whole theory here, folks, is that we're unapologetically going all the way in every division of this company. If it's a product conversation, we want to go all the way, 100%. No apologies, quality, quality, quality. We're not looking to be the trend. We're not looking to be the flavor of the month. We're not looking to get into these wars that my herbs are better than yours. They were grown higher on the mountain. Oh, yeah, well, my ORAC is higher than yours. Oh, yeah, well, my delivery will slit your throat, you know, in my whole thing. And my lavender kicks your lavenders. But, you know, we're not that company, okay? That's divisive. We're the company that just focuses on quality, you know. And by the way, who fights over lavender? But somehow they do in our industry. So we're just going to talk about quality. We didn't want to be the latest anything, but rather the greatest everything. And on that note, we don't need to make claims because we're more advanced. And I think we're advanced, guys, in today's understanding that the ignorant will ask what this product will do for my body, while the wise will anticipate what their bodies will do with the product. It almost sounds incoherent to say, here, take this for that, and this for that, and this for that, and this for that. Why don't we just start with coherence? See where it goes from there, right? Why don't we just foundationally say, let's be coherent. Let's give the brain, gut, and heart everything they need to optimize coherence, see what a stress-free kind of situation could feel like. Let's see what good sleep feels like. Let's see what confidence feels like, and certainty and mental health, all those things that come along with coherence. Kind of a nice place to start, don't you think? And so none better to start that with than Dr. Sunny. I had the privilege of seeing her do a training once. Very impressed with her. She is a naturopath, lifestyle coach. She's extremely well-versed in nutrition and health. She doesn't prescribe anything, so she really tries to make sure people are doing and living right. And really the health conversation that we believe in, and that is, man, respect practice, but live to play. And Dr. Sunny teaches people how to live to play, her patients, etc. That's what she does all day long. Today she's with us. So folks, look, we're in a new era. There's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of technology. So the way you raise the energy is how you chat, how you comment, how you interact with each other, how you create the culture, even right now as we speak. So with that, Dr. Sunny Nason, welcome to the table today. We're so happy to have you here. Go ahead and just love on these people and share your information with our first product today, the Neuro product.
Oh, thank you so much, Ron, for that warm welcome. Gosh, I have to say, I'm so happy to be a part of this team, this community. And I have butterflies, not for nervousness, just for happiness on the amount of connection that we're all coming together at this really important time, and that everybody seems to be on the same page. It feels like home. So I'm really happy to be here bringing you some information today. So hello, everyone. So as we start switching into the slides here, today we're going to talk about some nourishment and giving the physical body some essentials, providing the fuel for how we think, how we prepare, how we form drive and take action, and then live to tell the stories of where our experiences took us. So the carrot is the visual trigger for Play Care Health to introduce the health message. Health is a habit and not an event. And as we move into the slides here, of course, we know that the heart, the head, and the gut all have a complex neural pathway that work together, right? Do we know that? Listening to all three of them is key to making better decisions. So remember the Play Care motto: use your brain, follow your heart, trust your gut. And by keeping those three brains working together and healthy, we can be more efficient and create a better you. So each different brain is a sophisticated system complete with billions of neurons, and it has the ability to grow flex, react, receive and process information, store it, access it again when needed, and they can sense, learn, remember, communicate, and change. Remember your epigenetics. When you sync up, synchronize your brain, your heart, and your gut, it creates a positive feedback loop, and it resets your composure, your inner clarity, intuitiveness. It can calm reactive emotions and particularly neutralize stress. So the creation of this inner state is called coherence. When we're coherent, we create a self-regulation, and our consciousness and awareness of ourselves in a physical form and how we're functioning. We're going to end up digging into this, and I look forward to it. But today, let's talk about the coherent state. And in that state, of course, we can remain energized. We almost feel superhuman with that regulation, that rhythm that we have released and prevented overwhelm in our body. We shift the stress-producing emotional state and experience inner stillness, enhance the mental clarity, sleep better, improve performance, increase your energy, which we all need, of course, to improve our resilience, and then access intuition for making better choices. So here on the next slide, we see the packaged product of the triple play to sync up how we think, feel, and guide our way to that coherence. So today, let's talk about the first of the triple play in this portion of your self-care regimen, creating that coherence, and it's called Neuro. In this proprietary blend, we only have the greatest materials, the best raw materials, of course, to make your health a habit and not an event. So let's see. Let's start with talking about the brain and how that cephalic brain, or the brain that's right here in the head, has 86 billion neurons. It deals with cognition, perception. It's what allows you to master language and communication. Neurons in the brain help you to process and send information where the synapse and electrical impulses and hormones talk to each other. This is what gives you the ability to identify objects or patterns and make sense of the world around us. This is where creativity and conscious thought take place. So not that I need to tell you everything that the brain does, but the reference makes the point here, and that we need some high-level functionality for all of that to take place in the brain, because our brain consumes more energy to think and play out its roles than other organs. So let's start talking about some of the nutrients that are in here. This is a well-considered packet, and we're going to start by talking about the first ingredient, which is uridine 5. So this is a monophosphate disodium salt. It's a component of RNA that improves brain function, relieves depression and nerve pain, and protects the heart. So uridine creates the right environment for increased neuroplasticity and the synapse formation, which helps the brain adapt, learn, remember, and grow and regrow. When we think about where we get our energy in order to perform our tasks and think for the day and do anything in a split second and have the energy to perform, we get to that energy from our mitochondria. And in the quickest summation of what happens there is a chemical reaction between salt and potassium at the mitochondrial level. Uridine 5 helps the body break down sugar for energy. Preliminary research suggests that uridine may help relieve depression and bipolar disorder. Careful about the way that we say this, but I mean, the science is out there. It improves the mitochondrial function so that the cell membranes are healthy. So, yay. The next one is called Cognatique. This is made from whole fruit coffee. It's a neurotrophic, not to be consumed with neurotropic, guys. So the neurotrophic effect. This one used to be called neurofactor, actually. This is a proprietary, unique profile of polyphenols that stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Sometimes that's called BDNF. So if you see that listed out in parentheses, BDNF, that's what that means. And it's for overall brain function and health, neural development, maintenance of those neural proteins, protective against the neurodegeneration. And it's designed for nerve growth factors and neurogenesis. So for new growth and also to maintain old growth, right, of those neural functions. It's not very caffeinated. As a matter of fact, this one's only about 0.7, so super minimal on the caffeine. We do need a little bit of that organic caffeine, and we're going to get that from the green tea extract, which is the next ingredient. So here's a little fun history. I wrote down a little story here, so let me pull that up and read that to you. So ancient Chinese legend says that tea brewing began 5,000 years ago. An emperor noticed an enticing fragrance wafting from a container of boiled water in which leaves had fallen. The delightful flavor of this brew instigated such a national passion that during the Tang dynasty of 618 to 907 AD, white tea was a household staple, purchased in bricks, and it was roasted and ground before being added to boiling water. Japanese monks visiting China carried white and also green tea now home, inspiring the concept of ceremonial tea and infusing the beverage into Japanese culture. In the 18th century England, afternoon tea became a tradition, and that's carried on to this day. So today, tea is a symbol of all things refined, embodying renewed energy, a meeting of the minds, and a sense of well-being in a civilized society. So be good, y'all. It's not only symbolized to represent morality and social status in ancient Chinese cultures, but it also and still is perhaps a tonic for every ill. So today, in a modernized time, we have a green tea, pure extract. A little goes a long way. It's an excellent source of antioxidants and alkaloids, and it's packed with vitamin C, manganese, and other beneficial minerals such as zinc, cadmium, and copper, which we do need in the right form. So this one's an important one. Next, moving on to L-alpha-GPC. This is a natural choline compound it's naturally occurring in the brain. It should be, and it can enhance muscle performance and speed for the body. Alpha-GPC works fast, and then it helps to deliver choline to the brain, actually increasing the production of acetylcholine along with the release of dopamine and calcium to the cell membrane phospholipids. So alpha-GPC will raise dopamine levels naturally, which benefits the brain and our mood and our outlook and our functioning significantly. So no Krispy Kremes here, you guys. Alpha-GPC works best in conjunction with another nutrient, like how we know that vitamin D and K go well together, and we know that magnesium and calcium go well together, right? So this one happens to work well with uridine 5. So next we're going to talk about boswellia, aka frankincense. The most important component of frankincense is its resinous part, which is it's a combination of insensol acetate and boswellic acid. So the two together, you may be familiar with using it in its raw form to maybe clear the air, using its resin, or the essential oil topically over key points like the diaphragmatic area or central nervous system. But when taken internally, frankincense can have a very positive effect on the brain development and the formulation of dendrites and axons to improve the communication there. So it's important for memory. So general memory, of course, the one that we all make fun of ourselves and we can't remember what we ate yesterday, but also the acquisition and retention of explicit motor memory. So not forgetting how to ride the bike, and spatial memory. So there's also benefits towards reducing cancer, chronic inflammatory disease, brain abnormalities, memory disorders. So at some other point, we'll dig in a tiny bit more on that, but let's move on to the next ingredient here, which is astaxanthin. I really love this one. It's a super antioxidant, terpene and carotenoid. The benefits are really astounding for one nutrient. It's been shown to be one of the best nutrients. Actually, we were thinking about this whole area up here for eye health. And I mean protecting the eyes from cataracts, macular degeneration, blindness, also aging skin, which is very physical up here. Usually you see right around here, muscle soreness. This antioxidant crosses the blood-brain barrier and also the blood-retinal barrier. So it's excellent for immune function, reducing triglycerides, regulating cholesterol. Remember, the brain contains 20% of the whole body's cholesterol. So the cholesterol in the brain is involved in the communication process for neurotransmitters, right? That feedback loop. And also for dopamine, serotonin. It makes up the majority of myelin, which is that white fatty sheath that provides a protective coating on the neurons to increase the brain's processing speed. So when we get into how astaxanthin is great for protecting the brain from dementia, Alzheimer's, subsequently also reducing the risk for many cancers in the body, and it's also free radical scavenger. So this is a great one to supplement. We simply just don't get enough from our natural food sources generally. And the last thing that I want to mention is what's considered the other ingredients. This is where you take bitterness or astringency from the powdered form of raw material and then add a little something to protect the integrity of the ingredients and also create a little taste other than earthiness. So here's where we have just a little bit of citric acid from natural sources, a little malic acid to bring out the taste. Both of these are organic and naturally occurring in the body. And a combination of inulin, stevia extract from the flower, monk fruit is in there to add the sweetness for the uptake and some flavor with natural blood orange for the overall experience. This little combo also has a prebiotic effect in the system, so helping to bring in that beneficial bacteria along the intestinal tract. So I don't know if you all know about this, but there's certain scents that are extremely uplifting. Just a few from the citrus panel, and that includes lemon, grapefruit, and orange. But particularly blood orange has this deep sense of immediate happiness and uplift just from smelling it. So when we move into the slide on how to use this, we're going to make sure this is a packet, and so you just stick the packet in a little water. Make sure that you stir it, because now that I said that, you're going to want to smell it right away. Make sure you don't smell that powder, but just stir it in so that's full, and just have a nice experience when you go to take that and just see how you'll see what I mean, is that just the scent of that, as well as now what the brain says, oh, and pick up on that blood orange flavor. It tastes really good. So you'll have a good overall olfactory experience from that. So this is the end of what we're going to talk about right now with the ingredients. And I hope that you'll have just a really lovely day and go out there and make some porch stories to share with everyone. I'm happy to be a part of bringing you some information. There's more to come. And at this point, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Hey, thanks so much, Dr. Sunny. Wow, what a fantastic job. I know some of you were so busy taking notes or you're going to go watch the replay. Sunny, wonderful, from your smile to your information, just so spot on. I believe our CEO is still there. I want to see if he just wants to have a closing thought or share a closing few words. Ron, what do you think?
Yes, I'm here. Great job, Sunny. Let's hear it, folks. Chat it up. Thank you so much, Sunny, for such a great job, and love the energy that everybody's bringing. And folks, the thing that I always want to do is just tell you the truth. And the truth is this. Even think about dementia. You know what they say about dementia? That you don't know you have it until 20 years later. So what does that really say about healthy habits? It means that when you get in the habit of things, it means when you get in the habit of things that over time, that's where the results mostly show up. is health is a habit, not an event. There's a reverence to wellness. There's a reverence to disease. You don't get sick overnight. You don't get well overnight. I love this product because it's designed just to give that neuro what it needs on a daily basis to make that healthy habit, to preserve that brain, that administrative assistant, that planning, that information center, if you will. You want to retain that stuff, right? You want to know the facts. Oh, sorry. And you want to know the facts. So thank you so much, Sonny, for doing this. And folks, you guys know that you can pass this around. You can share it. Next week, we're going to be on, is it cardio, Sonny, correct?
That's right. We're going to move on to the second. Yep, cardio.
And this product, the aroma is beautiful. The taste is beautiful. The experience is beautiful. I know we're all wanting it. It's the first run. We're going to have to wait for it. That's just the way it goes. But in the meantime, we're going to be educated, knowledgeable, trained, empowered. We're going to build our star tribes. We're going to do everything it takes to really use our time wisely right now. So with that, do anything you want to add, Craig Smith?
Absolutely. I want to say again, thank you to Dr. Sonny. Thank you to our CEO, Ron Williams, for joining us for this very first product kickoff on June 1. And speaking of June 1, guess what tonight is? We've got our big June kickoff call with our top leaders and our CEO, Ron Williams. Again, make sure you're ready. Make sure you tell your people. Go check out the links. It's in your email. It's on Facebook. All the key links to join us tonight, 7. Be there early. Get there early. Bring your energy. Get your fingers ready to chat it up. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be historic and our biggest event ever. Thank you again, Dr. Sonny. Thank you, Mr. Ron Williams. And everybody, welcome to Play, Care, Health. Make it a beautiful day, everyone. Bye-bye. Check out the replay. Bye-bye.
Tonight.